Hey, what's going on? This is Robin Williams, and I wanted to shoot this Aweber training because I know it's quite a few people in the group that's been needing some training. And I want to go ahead and throw this out here for you. Number one, I think that this training will be thorough enough to go out there and get results with it and build it up, start building your list and broadcasting to your audience. However, I won't go over 100% of Aweber. It's just I don't even use 100% of Aweber, so I won't go over every single aspect. If it's ever something you want to learn about, maybe I didn't mention, maybe you just want to go out there and try on your own. Aweber has some really good support. You can go um, here and basically go to the resource center. Also, hopefully they still have it, but during their non-working hours, I used to use a Aweber chat service. So that was cool too. I just don't see how to get to the, oh, here, I think it's right here, email support. Oh, actually, this is during their work hours. So during their work hours is actually faster than calling on the phone. But they can direct you to some training that you might want to get some info on. However, this training should be more than enough. I'm gonna be pretty thorough. Obviously, you go to aweber.com. In the bottom of this video, hopefully I remember to add my link. You can go to the link in my video if you want to create a Aweber account. I do get paid commission off of that affiliate link. However, I want to let you guys know too is that if you're in network marketing, if you're in MLM, internet marketing, to create your own affiliate link as well. So literally, when you're in Aweber, you go to just aweber.com, just like I have here. I just signed out, so I have all that extra crap. You just go to aweber.com and basically you can sign in here. Um, let's see, if you click on menu, there's an affiliate program that you can sign up and get your own affiliate link. You know, if you're in network marketing or MLM, you definitely want to create your additional, streams of income, especially if you have different people that's coming through your systems. You definitely want to offer them that link so that they can utilize it, and also you can get paid your commission. So go ahead and create an account if you haven't already. And I'm just going to log in. And here is the first page, and I'm kind of winging this. Normally I like to write an outline, but I want to get this training out to you guys as soon as possible. Here I'm on my home page. When I first log in, you get like a quick status account overview, how many people subscribe, unsubscribe, and your total subscribers. You have a shortcut. We won't go into it yet, but you can create a message. You have some recent broadcasts here, how many people open, click. You can change it from percentage to numbers. Then you have your list of lists, basically. You can create a different list. However, I started Aweber when I didn't I didn't know a whole bunch about network marketing, and two, I didn't realize the work it took to manage all of these lists the way I was planning to do it. So you may only need like one or two lists to start off with. You will only need like one or two lists to start off with. Um, and down here you can create a new list. And basically all that is, so that you can understand, is that when you drive traffic to like a capture page, I can show you what a capture page for somebody that may not know. Let's see. All right. All the capture pages is like a small website that you can use to entice a user to opt in, whether it be for a free, you know, something free, or to buy something at a discount price, like very, very discounted. Since it's an opt-in page, you don't want to go too high, but basically you can use it for a low cost product. Most of the time it's free products. like uh, a newsletter or a free video or something like that. So basically, they can click on a button, they can put their name and their email address in there. Depending on what type of tools you're using to build this list, you can also add the phone number there. So that's your opt-in page. Now, once you drive that traffic, driving the traffic is totally different videos. So this is only about setting up Aweber. But once you drive that traffic to that site, basically what's going to happen is they're going to automatically go to one of these lists, depending on what list you're pointing them to. We'll go over that automatically, and they're going to get your first email. And then once they get the first email will come automatically, as well as any other emails you set forth, um, you actually put in that within that list. So you can have one email going to them. You can have 100 emails going to them, and you can span it over, every couple of days or every day, whichever your desire is. So that's basically how Aweber works. And so obviously we want to market to build a relationship. We want to market so that people can actually see what it is we have to offer. Maybe they need some more training about something. You can market that to them. And obviously in the end, you also want to make the sale. So therefore, they can click on a link that you put in the newsletter, and actually purchase something that you have. Also, I will put this disclaimer in. Email marketing is being extremely saturated. However, it is still something that you want to invest in. I say it's like a portion of people are still making sales because of their email marketing. However, you want to do like Facebook marketing and stuff like that, to kind of help get out of that inbox. So with that said, I'm gonna go back. Okay, so here's the home page. Let's just say I am marketing. Uh, let's try this one. Let's just say I am marketing my home-based business. So when I come into my home page, I named the list Robin WMS. Once I create this list, I can create a message from right here. I always use drag and drop email builder. That's more user friendly. Actually, it looks a little bit more difficult than the plain text. However, the plain text, you can't do too many edits to it as far as HTML and stuff like that. But the drag and drop builder is pretty cool. It is user friendly. It doesn't look like it when you first look at it, but we'll go through it a little bit. Um, I can scroll down. I can see if anybody joined my list today or yesterday, and we have subscribers and unsubscribes. I'm not sure if I'm going to go over the unsubscribes depending on how much time I have left, but it is a way to clean out all of the unsubscribes. You are going to have unsubscribes. You're going to have people subscribe. You're going to have people that subscribe and then yell at you about not signing up for the list. But I will tell you, as far as email marketing, I am very careful, and you should too. I do not put people's information inside of the system without their permission. In fact, I don't even take permission. They have to opt in on their own. The only time I've actually inserted people's information in here on my own is when I decided to test another system out, and I didn't like it, and all of the leads that I generated from that system I imported into this system. So Aweber allows you to import it into the system, and basically you better make sure that you're actually importing the list that you generated their information, because what's going to happen is I probably have a few here. Let's see if I can show more. What's going to happen is people are going to complain. Now, I have some complaints on mine, but it's not because I added theirs. It's for some reason people wake up one day and they decide, they want to complain. So it is what it is. You're going to get complaints if you're marketing. See, like these, I had 2 complaints back to back. So basically, your open rates and stuff like that, is shown here, but also your complaints. You want to keep your complaints down. I was hitting it hard, look, a couple times. So another thing with that is emailing consistently, because sometimes I might not email for a while. And then when you come back and email, obviously you got to get your build up of your open links back up, and you're going to have those people who just forgot that they signed up for your list. So that is the dilemma with not, you know, entering or not emailing your list often. So you want to make sure you do that. So let me go back to homepage real quick so that this is clear to you. I'm on the homepage, and from here I am on this Robin WMS list. Now, if I go and I say I wanted to go on the test, I just created that one, the test list. You can see it shows the same page, your home page, and you see all of the lists here. You can see that test is highlighted blue now, meaning I am working within this list. So remember, no matter what you're doing, whether it be creating a message or maybe entering subscribers, you want to make sure that you see which list you're working on. You know which list you're actually working on. Because if I literally was emailing just about webinars on here, and I created an email that targeted, you know, people who wanted more Instagram traffic or something like that, and it wasn't a webinar, or they want to make money from home, then people can unsubscribe, because these people actually just requested information, you know, on webinars, right? So you want to be careful and know that you're on the right list and that you're talking to the right people, because of what's going to happen if you know, marketed, you know, skin cream, and then the next day you market make money from home. Those people that signed up for the skin cream, they're going to probably complain, and then they're going to unsubscribe for your list, and you're going to waste your time and money. So that's a big thing when you log in. Know what list you're on. To create a list, you want to you can literally scroll down here and hit create a new list. It's actually another way. This part is pretty important, so pay attention to this. Once you create your list, you can name your company. I think normally the first list that you create, I think all of that is funneled down every time you create a new list. So whatever your first list is, the next time you create a new list, it'll automatically fill in the information, or you can edit it. Like right now, I can edit this, and then I can add a website. All right, you want to put an address. Typically, you want somewhere where you are actually at, but not necessarily the you don't want to necessarily have the physical address. You can put like I think it makes you put a street number, but if you have like a PO box, that'll be the best. I no longer live in Maryland. But typically you want to keep where you live at. And then here you can put your sender name. So one thing that's a cool tip is when you submit the sender's name, you could also be creative and like do a squiggly, something that stands out. Because if you go in my inbox right now, it is a hot mess, right? With marketers, people marketing all types of stuff. So you can do something like that to stand out. Or I'm thinking about doing an emoji if I can, or you can do you know, like something like that to stand out. You'll see all different types of things. You can do a nickname if you go by nickname. But basically when the person gets that email, they will see that name, and it kind of stands out from everybody else. Sender email. I'm not going to go over exactly how to set up one of these email addresses, but you don't want to use Yahoo or Gmail and stuff like that. What you want to do is get a domain name. And this will be a whole totally different training. So when you purchase a domain name from like GoDaddy.com, what's going to happen is they're going to give you an option to set up a free email account. And this allows you to have a better deliverability, because what they don't want is people from Google accounts and Yahoo accounts. You know, really, one, they might see it as spam. Two, if you have a real business, you definitely want to use your business email. So if they see a unique domain or something like that in here, then you'll have a better chance of getting delivered into the regular inbox versus the junk mail. So that's a big item actually. If all you got right now is gmail.com or msn.com, whatever it is you're using, you can use it. However, I highly, highly, highly suggest that you go to like GoDaddy.com and get another domain name. And you can go through there and get an email address. And what this does, it forwards. I set it up in GoDaddy.com to forward directly to me, to one of my personal email addresses. Every time someone replies or something like that, I get the email. So I can click on next. You want to say what the list name is. Now, when we looked at a whole bunch of lists, when I was on the home page, it was like a slew of different lists. That's on the left was the names, and that's basically what you want to add. Something that you know you'll be able to identify later on, because if you know, start creating these names and you don't know what they go to, then it's going to be hard for you to market to later on. So make sure you name it something. So like if I had recipes, you know, how they have an example right here, weekly low fat recipes. And I'm going to pause you guys for a second. Hold on. All right, I'm back, and basically, what I was saying, you can put an example, or not an example for you. You will put the actual list name, something you'll be familiar with later, and then you can put a description. You can see here, example, healthy low-fat recipes for every budget sent weekly. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna have to type it in. I don't think they'll let you go next unless you type something in. Um, uh, Internet marketing strats. And let's say your top internet marketing solutions. Now, one thing I do want to also say on this section is that most of the time I've never seen a description of a list. So it's some way, somehow, a subscriber can get to this information, but 9 times out of 10, maybe even more than that, they won't see this information. But in case they do, you also want to be a little bit elaborative and basically type out what it is you know your list is there for, you know, whether it be free internet marketing tips or something like a recipe newsletter, whatever it is. Just make sure you kind of spell out what it is that you're going to be receiving. Hit next, and then this page, I'm going to explain something really quick. For your confirmations, what you want to do is you want to just pretty much leave everything alone on this page. So that's pretty easy. So basically it's saying it's going to confirm your subscription. It's going to send this little um, email. And if in the a case that you are watching this and you need these on, like absolutely no kidding, need your confirmation on, you can click edit and you can edit your own message in there. You can put, you know, whatever it is you want to put in there. But if you're like in network marketing, internet marketing, unless you're like no kidding getting a crap ton of leads every day, or you're getting or your primary marketing is like Canada or somewhere where spam is illegal, you want to you know, just keep this the same. Keep this the same unless you're one of those people who you're getting a ton of leads, or you're marketing in countries that spam is it'll get your company shut down basically. So you want to approve the message and create lists, but don't worry about what it says right now. Once you create your list, you can see we're back at our home page, and here our current list we're working with is our internet marketing strats, which is the new list we just created. Normally, let's see if okay, it was quick. The last list I created took forever. So internet marketing strats just appeared here and it's highlighted blue as if we're working on it. But we're not done with setting up our list. Now, don't be discouraged, because all of this stuff I'm showing you right now is like one time for this list. So it's not like you're going to have to do this each time you log into Aweber. I meant to tell you that. So this is just setting up your list. So your list options, you want to go to list settings. Once you go to list settings, basically you'll see the first page, the basic settings, stuff that we already put in there when we built the list. Everything here, we already put that stuff there. And then what's going to happen, I like to point this out to network marketers and MLMers. If you are, learning a new strategy, maybe you're starting to get 1 lead a day, maybe you're getting 10 leads a day, you definitely want to put in your name and your email here. That way, once you start generating leads or prospects, you'll get those email notifications, and that email notification in your email can serve as a good results post. So basically, if you want to, kind of brag about your results for the day, you can get those. You can also log into Aweber and look at the subscribers list as well. So, but this is what I like to tell people to do. So whatever email you put in here and this notifications, that's going to be the email that receives the notification. It's not the one I normally use for that, but it's whatever. It's just a test. So I like to tell people to put that in. The next part you want to hit is to personalize your list. So this is basically, you have the same information in there. You can upload your logo. I don't. I think it's one of those things, if like 9, times out of 10, they're not going to see this. Your email signature, you can put an email signature in there, and all that is basically saying, yours truly, or success, or to your success, and your name, your email, contact information, Facebook page, stuff like that. I don't fill these out because I like to do mine when I market. So like when I actually send an email address. So, but basically just to give people an idea. And I have like a extremely long email signature. So basically it would have your name, maybe your title, website, phone number, stuff like that. You can put it there if you want to. I don't use these. You can try if you want, but I don't use the tweet or the Facebook Connect. I just don't like the idea of it automatically posting. It just kind of look weird to me. I'm not a big fan of auto posters. I leave this alone here. Your unsubscribe page you can leave alone, but just real quick, if you click on it, it'll give you an idea. It'll tell you what your unsubscribe page will look like if someone was to click on unsubscribe. And then you can just let me not skip this one. This one I do not use, but it's a very cool feature that Aweber came out with about a year and a half ago. It's called the global text snippets. So basically, if I was a traditional company, or basically even if what I'm doing now, if I wanted to set certain hours, say I wanted to set hours from 4 to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, or whatever the hours may be, I can basically create that and I can call it hours, right? And then basically I can put my hours in there, and I can add the snippet. And so every time I add that snippet to my email messages, like basically the information would appear on all my email addresses, excuse me, my messages, not email addresses, but my messages. And say, for instance, I say, you know what, this 4 to 8 thing isn't working for me. I need to go 3 to 7 or something like that. Then basically I can go into that snippet, change that information, and it will change it within all the messages I created. So this is really good if you want to be able to make one update to all of your email messages at the same time, something like your hours or you know, whatever it is that you want to whatever information you want to give to somebody. So I thought that was pretty cool. I don't use it. I don't need to use it. I don't see a use for it for me, but it's cool for people who could use it. You can just save your settings. And then the last part you want to hit is that confirmed opt-in page. I don't know if you remember us hitting the confirmed opt-in page when we build it, and I told you not to worry about the messages or anything. That's because we're going to go here and we're going to scroll down and we're going to turn it off. So send, hold on, let me cancel. It says send a confirmed opt-in email for web forms. And what that does is once that person hit that capture page that I told you about and they submit their name and the info, a lot of people, they go from one thing to the other thing like super quick. And you know, they kind of forget that they even opted in for your stuff. You know, they're just browsing the internet, opted into things. And what it will do, if you have the confirmed opt-in email turned on, it's going to send them another email to confirm that they want to receive your emails, and they won't receive another email until they confirm it. So I mean, they might, Aweber might have another way to kind of ping those people to say, hey, you haven't confirmed. I don't know, but this will drastically decline your opt-in rate. And there's nothing wrong with turning it off unless you're one of those folks, like I said, you're getting massive leads a day, or you're marketing in countries that, you know, can pretty much sue you or something like that for spamming. I think Canada is like one of the ones that everyone is afraid of. So um, I'm going to turn this off. I highly suggest you do if you're, you know, new to network marketing or you're not generating a whole bunch of leads. And so, yes. Now, another thing I want to tell you about really quick is that depending on what type of software you're using, you may not have really turned it off. So what that means is I am with MLSP, and with MLSP we have this thing called, you know, the funnelizer. And with the funnelizer is basically when we integrate it, when we tell it that we want to send people from our funnelizer, our opt-in list, like one of these, to our email list, we want it we're going to have to tell it that it's a um, third party funnelizer. You know, we're going to tell Aweber. So basically what you'll have to do is you'll have to do this immediately, guys, because I know I'm so forgetful. I never wait to do this because I'll forget and I'll go to test my marketing and then it's a wrap. But what I'll do is I'll go to like help, and I'll send the email to Aweber, and I'll basically tell them, let me see if I remember. I probably don't. Oh wait, no, what is this? Oh, yeah, what the heck did I type? Opt-in? Let's see. I have this thing where it types in things for me all automatically. So opt-in off, yeah. So that I don't have to keep typing this crap out because I was creating so many lists. So I just pretty much told them that I would like to turn off my confirmed opt-in. I've already turned off, excuse me. I've already turned it off within the system, and I will be using a third-party funnelizer. And I gave them my username and the list. You have to type in the list that you want to turn it off. And so some of the items or some of the tools you might be using may not require this, but you'll find out, you know, by going through the training of that site, or once you do the test, if it's not working, you might have to do this. So just because you turn it off there doesn't mean it's actually turned off, but you want to turn that off, that confirmed opt-in. See if I can go back. All right, so let's see. I'm just going to click back on confirmed opt-in and make sure that's turned off. So now both of them are actually off. Here I don't have a success page. Normally if I have a the opt-in page, it's going to automatically go into another sales page. So, but that's there if you, in case you want to have them go from a page straight to another like website or something like that. Most of the time, an Aweber capture page. We'll go over that briefly. So that is the creation of the list. It's like 30 minutes of that, but once you get it done once, all of that part I just went all over, you don't really have to do anymore unless you create a different list. So I'm going to go back to home. Once you create a different list, you are good to do one, two, or both of these next things. Here you have messages, and what you want to do is you either want to broadcast or you want to create a legacy follow-up series. So the good thing about this is you can actually create, let's go to one of my other lists, interactive prospecting. I created a list here and a couple of follow-ups, right? So right now, hopefully you're tracking that I just went on to another list. And now I'm gonna go into messages. It's the same applies as it does the home page. So whatever list I'm on, I'm messing with the messages for that list. So basically I'm on interactive prospecting, and for this one I think I created more than one email. So let's look at the legacy follow-up series. The legacy follow-up series, you see I have like 4 emails, the sales emails that I have. And so what the legacy follow-up series is, basically you can pre-write all of your messages. So when that person go and opt into this email and they automatically go onto your list, let me close this, I keep going to this page. They automatically go to your list. They're going to automatically receive this email. And then the next, whatever you set, one day after that, they're going to automatically receive the next email. And the next day after that, they're going to automatically receive the next email. Now, it's a good thing and it's kind of a bad thing to this. The good thing is once you set it, you do it once and it's autopilot, you know, it's like streamlined, you know. The bad thing is you can't really, it sometimes it takes the personal touch out of it sometimes, depending on how you write. And then also some people will spend the rest of their business career typing up emails and never actually getting into action. So if you're starting your business, I highly suggest you create one email and do the rest of it live, and then spend like a weekend to create 2 or more emails over the weekend so that you're not stuck creating emails and not getting paid in your business. So basically for the legacy follow-up series, all I have to do is come here and create. I could do a drag and drop email. I'm not going to go over it yet. And I can create one of these emails. So I'll just click on it real quick. Hopefully it's not too long. My internet is not too bad today. So basically, I have this email that I created, right, that is pertaining to that one particular product. Let me go back. Now I can choose to create one email. I can choose to create 0 emails, which I highly discourage. Or I can create 100 emails. It depends on what you want to do. Or I could broadcast. Now the broadcast is basically a real-time email, sort of a real-time email. So I'll go over that with you as well. So basically, if I go to create an email, I can I'm in the broadcast basically, and I can click on drag and drop email builder, and it will create a message, and then I will tell it when to send it out. I can send it out most of the time. When I send it out, it's right at that time. But if I'm having a campaign where certain products are opening at certain times, then I will have to schedule it. Or if I just want to send it at a particular time where most people are likely to open it, then I would schedule that next time. Or maybe you're a person that likes to schedule your week and you're on a weekend, you can schedule your broadcast over the weekend. So those are the two types of messages I use. I don't really use the blog broadcasts or campaigns yet. Um, I just don't use these here. Or this email template manager. However, since I see this, I will tell you one of my hard lessons I had to learn in network marketing is if you do, which I don't suggest, but if you do use a template from like a sponsor or something like that, make sure that you thoroughly go through the information and that the links are your affiliate links. Everything is updated to your information, because if you get to, sometimes a sponsor will show you how to copy their messages, but some people aren't aware that if you copy the messages and you miss certain links and stuff like that, it can link back to your sponsor or whoever you copy the messages from instead of you. But basically, for the messages, all you want to concentrate on is the broadcast and a legacy follow-up series. All right, so regardless of where you're at, the broadcast or the legacy follow-up series is going to be the same. The create a message, the drag and drop builder. I'm so excited. Hopefully you guys are too. I'm not going to go over a whole bunch here. In fact, I don't use a lot, and that's probably why I'm not going to go over it. I don't use a whole bunch on here. Basically, you want a title. This is the most important part of your email message, because if they never open it, they won't be able to see what you got going on in there. So basically, you want to come up with an very enticing juicy hitter, depending on whatever you're marketing. I'm going to give you one of my biggest secrets, and I need to use this soon with opening email. So for some reason, I learned this from an 8-figure network, an 8-figure internet marketer. I think throughout this video, guys, I'm gonna learn how to talk. So um, a simple smiley face like that will get you a ton of opens basically. You don't want to use this often at all. In fact, I think the last time I used this was about over a year and a half ago. But it gives you so many opens. It's so awesome. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and do this real time because I haven't sent out the email that I wanted to send out. But let me put you on pause. I'm gonna put you guys on pause. All right, I'm back. What I basically did is just copied a Facebook message and did a tiny bit of editing to it and got my affiliate link for the system I'm marketing for YouTube. So basically, I'm going to leave this. I thought of an awesome title. At least I thought it was an awesome title earlier. But I'm going to leave this smiley face here. And then I pasted everything from like down here below. This automatically came up. It always does in the Aweber. And so basically, if you ever want to personalize something, like if I wanted to put their name in here, I would click on this personalize, and I can say that first name. So basically, whatever name they put here, that will show up here. I forget what they call these things, but I think I call them like tags or something like that. But it's a way that it's a code that will automatically put in their first name if you use that personalized, and you can do that throughout the body too. So I just say, hey, first name, and then I put the body in here. Hopefully it looks pretty decent. And I'm gonna take this out because I don't want that in there. What I want to do next is, let me just go ahead and change the font. I'm not sure if the font size really matters, because it seemed like on my device it's the same no matter what, but I have a feeling on other people's device it might be small. So I just always set mine to 16. It comes out, worst case scenario, it just comes out looking like buku large or something on somebody's screen, but it always comes out looking kind of small on mine. So I enlarge it. I like the little emojis in here too. Sometimes I use one of them in my subject, You can or you don't have to. It's up to you. You don't have to use emojis. Um, the content just needs to be kind of enticing. I'm not gonna make this a copywriting, uh, training because one, I'm not an expert at it. I think I'm pretty decent, but I'm just not gonna make this a 2-hour training. Basically, you can use the best thing you can do to kind of get an idea for your copywriting is like to subscribe to 7-figure, 8-figure earners emails, and then look at theirs, or just go and buy some training. Um, Basically, what I normally like to do is add my signature block. Sometimes a picture, sometimes a fake signature, meaning it's just a picture made like my signature. So what I would do is, unfortunately, you have to add this divider. I didn't always have to do this. But as you can see, if I wanted to add an image, oh, that one's good. So let's go to, you can upload one or go to the image gallery. I already have images here, so I'm gonna go to my images. And let me just go all the way to the end. I have my signature there. All I have to do is click on it and it insert my signature. Yeah, just comment. Hopefully I remember, but just comment if you want to know where to get this signature from. You can probably even Google digital signatures, digital signature pictures or something like that, and you can get one. It's real easy to create. And then I like to put my signature block, which is text, so I can't type in here. So I will just come up here and go to the paragraphs. So the paragraph, if you try to drag it down here, for some reason it's like on the side. I really hate that. It started doing that like a couple years back. So this divider one here helps me keep the email looking decent. And if you put that between the picture and the paragraph, you see this little ugly dotted line. So basically what you have to do is you can like literally come over here and change it to either white or 0. Lately I've just been doing 0. It makes me feel like it's gone completely. And then in the paragraph is where I do my email signature. Okay. Let me see if I can do it one more time. I think for some reason, like if my computer is running slow, it doesn't edit that edit that well. So it's supposed to go like this with all the links. You see how I had to do that over. Sometimes I do. It's just a cool piece of software called Atex down here that I use to do this really quickly. And basically it has all my links and everything. I'm pretty much trusting it right now. But I still test it. So testing is everything here. And then sometimes I like to add my own photo. So let me see if I'll have to put, I'm going to add another image. Okay, so that went straight across. So I'm going to do, I don't want to upload. Let's just find one I already have to save time. We can do this one again. Nice large photo. I'm just going to go ahead and resize this bad boy. I think I'm going to resize it. For some reason, it's like I have to click out of it and then click back in it sometimes. Ooh, ooh. Something not too tiny, not too large. And then here you can do align left, right, for center. It'll only be right to align left. And you see how my signature block went up there. So maybe I do need a divider. I will just put a divider in between those two. What is in between? You can drag these around too. All right. So I guess I did need a divider, and I'll just turn this divider into 0 pixels to help it disappear. I think this is it for the email. You'll see up here, you'll just have like the basic stuff like in a Word document. Bold, italicize, underline. That's all you really use. I don't really highlight anymore. Every now and then I'll highlight, and then every now and then I'll probably like change this to like a color blue. Not anything, any other color is just ridiculous when it comes to marketing. Oops, undo. Undo is Control Z or Command Z. Let's see. Text color blue, not a highlight. I definitely don't do any highlights blue. If I do highlights, it'll be like yellow, and every now and then maybe like once a year or something green. But really I kind of stay away from colors and stuff like that. It's just something I learned from some, you know, awesome marketers and stuff like that. um you have your link. If you need a hyperlink, I already added mine in there, but if you needed the hyperlink, you just highlight whatever you want to hyperlink, click on it, and then paste your link in there. It'll tell you good to go. Boom. Make sure your links are good. Over here, I don't really touch much of anything else other than what I told you. That's why I said I'm not going to go over everything, because you don't need everything. So the headline, I don't mess with that. Paragraph is one already set for you, but if you need one, like I needed one down here, you can, you know, drag and drop the paragraph. I don't touch article, and the image, you saw me use that a couple times here. I don't mess with videos, no buttons, no follow me, no product, no coupon, none of this. I don't even put the signature in there. I just do my own thing in the paragraph. I think I tried it before and it was like it was a little iffy. I don't know. It wasn't that user friendly, so I don't mess with it. And then the divider actually helps me keep this looking clean. So basically that's all I do in this email. Another thing you want to be careful about is I have links automatically show up for like my pictures. So let's see what link I have for here. I think I have my blog link. Is that my whole blog? Oh yeah, my blog link. That's cool. That's not too bad. Or you can you could change the link and actually do the thing that you're marketing. A lot of times for my picture and my signature block, I like to keep it at Facebook or my blog. This one's my blog too. Let's change it to Facebook. Is it my Facebook? All right, cool. That's my link to my Facebook is now linked to this little signature thing. And then all these should be good, but I'm gonna test it. And that's it. So once you do that, you can save as you go. It saves also, but if you're like writing a lot or you're doing a lot of editing, kind of save as you go, because I've had this thing time out on me before, or something happened to my computer and it doesn't save, you know, the last 5 minutes of my work, and that could be a lot of work depending on how fast you work. Um, then you want to preview and test. Always preview and test. Unless you're coming back later, you can save and exit. But preview and test if you want to get ready to send this bad boy out. Basically, you can read it here. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what I do to test it. And I'm going to read it on my phone. Oh, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back. And this is why. If you see this here, this unsubscribe link is very close to the bottom of the message. And even though we're supposed to legally have this here, I normally make it a little bit further down on my page, which Aweber doesn't really like. However, I do it in a way that it doesn't piss people off, so I'm never getting reported from it. And I'm gonna go back right now and show you what I do. So like the reason why I make it go lower is because some people will read an email and accidentally hit on the unsubscribe. So you don't want people accidentally unsubscribing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. I'm going to fix this right now. I'm going to show you what I do to kind of get away with doing that. You don't see it here on this page. That's why I forget sometimes. So I'll do it like 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the last text message. If the last thing you have isn't the paragraph, you may just have to add another paragraph to do this. But all you have to do is put like a little period, highlight the period, and change the text color to white. And what that's going to do is that's pretty much going to tell Aweber that the last piece of text is this little period that no one sees down here, so that the unsubscribe button isn't sitting so close to the bottom of your message and people aren't accidentally clicking on it. So I'm going to save this here, preview and test. And you can put whatever email you want to preview the email on. And you're going to test your links on this as well. And then you want to just hit send test. And then it'll send the test. I'm going to pause it, check it, and check my links, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and probably should have came back like right after I made these changes, but it's not going to be many changes. Just a couple things I didn't like. Can you really pay $1 for YouTube training? Let's just put that's worth 2K. This was a tad bit long. My little period down there, and just look awkwardly long on here. So I just took 2 lines off of that, and I think my links work fine. I think it was something else, but it must not be that bad. All my links work fine. And I'm just gonna save. I'm gonna save and exit. You can preview and test again if you want it, if you need to. Sometimes I have emails that are so jacked up, I have to preview and test again. But this one's pretty decent. All right. So here you can see you have different drafts, period. That's right here. Maybe something I started or just drafts for different things. But the one we worked on last was this one. And so what you want to do is click on the send options. You want to schedule a broadcast, or you can add it to the follow-up series. That'll be automatic messages. But here I'm going to schedule a broadcast. Only thing you really want to touch on this one is the edit link for the who should receive this message. It's not the only thing actually. You don't have to worry about the first one. So you hit edit here, and what you could do is include them all the lists that you have, or exclude all the lists. So for mine, I normally include all of mine except for a couple that really aren't signed up for make money from home type stuff. So that's pretty much it. Or you can exclude, certain lists. Let's just hit apply. And then when should this message be sent? You can do immediately. I think it is, let's see. I think it's a bit late. I might have to send this in the morning. I think I'm gonna go ahead and shoot for, let's see. I think I'm gonna shoot for tomorrow morning. Definitely not 12 a.m. The morning messages, you kind of want it to be on the top. So a lot of marketers are going to be sending out emails in the morning, and you don't want it so early to where it gets drowned out by messages, and you don't want it so late in the day, in the morning either. So let's go shoot for 6:15 maybe a.m. Let's go Eastern time. So it'll be really early on, it'll be quite early. You can't hit all the time zones. But basically it'll be really early on, like PST time. And I can just apply it, and then I can schedule it. Now if I wanted to send it right now, I think I just deleted it. Let me see. You can pretty much schedule it for right now, but I don't know if I messed that up. Let's see. I don't know if you can go back once you schedule it. It's kind of weird. But literally it had send immediately. I don't know if you saw it. You can probably rewind it. It had send immediately. That's the one I normally use. And then you could schedule it. It still says schedule it and it'll send it immediately. So I'll just schedule a message. And 6:15 or 5:15 my time tomorrow, this email message will be going out to my list. So hopefully you understand the messages. Messages aren't really hard to understand. Basically, what you're going to have is your broadcast or your legacy follow-up series um, within that list. Now, you can go and copy. There's so many other things you can do. I can come here and copy to drafts. This was one that was sent out, how long ago? February. I can copy to drafts. And what I can do, let's just go ahead and click on that. I can go to my draft messages and I can edit this. Is this the one that was, 7 seconds ago? And then I can edit. I can click on this. I can edit the message as if it was a brand new message. And I can go through the same steps. I can preview and test and literally send this message out. You know, if it was something that I wanted to copy for whatever reason. I'm not going to send this out. I'm just going to go back. Let me see what else. The Legacy Follow-Up Series. Typically, if you want to do it like a regular email list, you want to just do it one day after the previous message. But let's see here. Let's look at the settings. So interval follow-up number 1. Just a second. I don't normally send out follow-up messages too much. Let me go back. Send test lead copy address setting. Maybe this edit. Let's see. Oh, this is so cool. I forgot that they do this. I forgot that they, look at this. Oh, wait. There we go. I just changed the order of that. That is so cool. This, guys, is so much easier than the old raggedy Aweber. I remember when I first got started with Aweber. This is like, because you used to have to calculate the dates and stuff. But I forget you can drag and drop these messages, which should make it super easy. Send shortly after the previous message. No, that's not what I wanted to do. So I may have to figure out how to do that. And I may have to figure out how to change this. I think I just messed something up. Send immediately. Send immediately. Just a second. All right, I see why that wasn't coming up for me. So basically, when I moved it, for some reason it says send shortly after previous message. So if I go to the settings, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to send one day after the previous message. So when I go back to the settings, it actually shows 0 days. So I'm gonna just change this to 1 day. Okay, save changes. Let's go back out. I don't want to go to you. So now it says send 1 day after. Okay, cool. But this is overall like crazy easy. You just saw what happened with that. Just sliding it to the, order that I wanted. And then basically you can click on the settings to change when it goes out. This is that campaign sharing I was telling you to be careful. Even if you're sharing it with your team, to be careful and make sure they're educated on how to actually use it, because they could uh, literally kind of resent following you if they go and copy your campaign, and you're getting all their sales for their marketing. But basically, I don't have mine on, but there's an option to do that if you choose to do so. All right, subscribers, I'm not going to click on this because I will be revealing people's personal information. But basically, it almost works like the list. If you go to so basically, if you go to the home, no, my computer isn't acting funny right now. Let's see. And am I all the way there? Okay, cool. And basically, you have this list. It's kind of the same way with subscribers. You get to search for subscribers by name, email address, names that includes. I really wish I can show you, but you'll get the gist of it once you just click in there. Basically, you can see all your subscribers. You can manage it and stuff like that. So I can't click on that, but just go ahead and play with that. If you have questions later on, and shoot them to me in the group. The sign up forms is not something I use anymore. However, before I came across MLSP, I knew people were using these sign up forms, but I didn't know where to get one, how to get one, do I want to pay for one, all this other stuff. I did use the Aweber form then, and it was very beneficial to me. However, I don't use it today because I have so many tools that are so much better. So basically, if you need to use it temporarily, or if you just want to use the darn Aweber sign up forms, you can. So I don't have any for this list, but I can create my sign up form if I want. I'm just curious to see if I have another older list with one on there. All right, cool. So here I have one. This one got a lot of hits. This was an Instagram form. Only 20% opt-in, which isn't that great. But like I said, I was working with a cheesy form. So if I click on this, I'm not going to go over how to do the forms. If you want that, I could probably do a separate training, but it's really easy. But basically, I was able to create this form, which is kind of like something like this here, but it's within Aweber. I was able to, create this, and that actually generated, if you remember at the previous screen, I think it was 400 and something, over 400 leads just from this little rinky-dink Instagram form. So the option is there if you want to use it. Like if you don't have anything else to use, I highly recommend you use this. And then basically go through the steps. Reports, I'm not going to get into reports. It's not anything you need right now to get started. List options is basically the list settings that we went over. But I don't mess with any of this stuff right here, like none of it. Not saying you don't really need to use it, but I'm just saying I don't use it. Like I don't use it. And that is the gist of it. Like you can manage your list. And you can also create a list from this page as well. You can deactivate a list. Uh, and I think they keep it in the system for like 30 days before they absolutely delete it. That's kind of like to give you like a grace period to say, oops, I did not mean to delete this list. I want it back, and you can get your list back. But that option is here too. So basically we went over, hopefully I catch any important things that I need to go over. We went over, why you would need Aweber, to build your list, build rapport, get sales. We went over a tiny bit of, how it works, how you can actually go through a capture page, connect it. That training, depending on that can be a variety of training, so I won't dive too deep into that. If you had MLSP, then your training probably will be beneficial, but if you have something like ClickFunnels, then you know it may not be beneficial. So basically, you get the idea though. They put the information in, and it automatically goes onto one of your lists. And let's go back to the home page. So I like the home page better. On one of your lists that's right here, your subscribers and stuff are listed here. Your today's subscribers, yesterday's subscribers, unsubscribers, your broadcasts, and your different lists down here. And depending on whichever one you pick is the one you're working on. Your messages, you can do drafts. Excuse me, you can do drafts, but we talked about legacy follow-up series and broadcasts. The broadcast, you're going to most likely send it out now, or you can schedule it like I showed you. And the legacy follow-up series would be something that, once they hit your system, they'll automatically get the first email. And I'm glad I'm going over this. Let me see if I can click on my follow-up, legacy follow-up here. If you like in network marketing, internet marketing, your let me see which one that was. Insta Biz Builder. You at minimum want like your one message that kind of talks about what they're going to be receiving, talks about you a little bit and stuff like that in your message. So at minimum, that's all you want to do. Kind of like, hey, here's your training if you didn't get it. And stuff like that. In fact, I need to change this up. I don't think this is the right one. Oh yeah, Instagram Domination 2.0. Yeah, it is the right one. So basically you want a follow-up series at minimum. Your subscribers, we can go into detail, but they will end up here in this section. You can use the sign-up forms. You can go through the training for that, or you can use whatever sign-up forms that you currently have. We went over building the actual list so that it is functional. Specifically in the list settings, we went over all of this information here. One of the important things was the confirmed opt-in to ensure that people are receiving your emails. And you also want to make sure you test everything you build. So if you, let's see here. So InstaBiz Builder, I think I know what goes to that. These lists can go to different pages. So I think I have at least 2 or 3 lists that goes to, or 2 or 3 pages that go to this InstaBiz Builder. So let me see if I can pick the right one. Let's see, IG training. I think this is one of the ones that go to that list. Hopefully you can't hear me. I need an email address and then phone numbers in there. Let's see what happens. All right, they go to my training page. And let's see in list settings, let's go back to home. See nothing. You know what? I'm thinking I shouldn't have used that email, guys. Let's see if it comes through, because I use it to test all the time and it's probably not registering that kind of sucks. Let's see here again. This is why you want to do tests. Let's see here. IG training. Just make up a name. Hopefully I don't forget in the morning. Like, who is this? There's probably a _3 somewhere. I'm gonna feel bad. Now let's see if it works. Huh. That is really weird. Oh wait, is it still? Unless this thing is super smart and knows it's me. That is weird. Hold on, guys. All right. Honestly, I'm not sure what exactly is going on right there. This is why you want to do your test. For some reason, I'm getting the email. So I got the email, but I don't see the subscriber. I don't know if it's like a delay in Aweber, but normally you'll see a subscriber there. Um, and whatever email you tested it with, you will go to that email, make sure you got the first message. Click on your links to make sure they work. Just pretty much test everything out. It's very important. Other than that, hopefully you kind of understand Aweber. And if you have questions, feel free to shoot the questions in the group. And other people may have a question too. So um, I'm just glancing around, guys, to see if I've missed anything. It's really that simple. I'm sorry it had to be about an hour. I am pretty thorough. Um, but that's pretty much it. This email marketing is pretty badass. I love it. And something that you want to do to take your business to the next step. So definitely get started with Aweber. Um, ASAP if you don't have it already. And if you do have it and you're not using it, utilize this training and plug away at it. Don't try to build 50 messages, before you get started promoting your business, because you're just going to delay the time and you need to do income producing activities. So with that said, hopefully this training was beneficial. Comment any questions or complaints that you may have. And I look forward to shooting more videos. I'll see you on the top. Peace.